Assalamualaikum 10th class. Hope so you all are fine. 10th class, I'm going to give you a lecture of our unit number 12, geometrical optics. The topics which are included in the smart syllabus, I will explain those topics and you have to learn these topics. First is the spherical mirror. What are the spherical mirror? Basically the mirror that is made of any glass or plastic and have the hollow sphere inside it. That is the spherical mirror. And one other characteristic is that it has the reflecting surface, like you see that when you see a mirror you see that there is a reflected surface, there is a one shiny surface on the mirror. That is due to a layer of silver coating present on the behind, or the lead coating. Due to that coating the surface will be reflecting. After this we have two spherical mirrors, concave mirror and convex mirror. Here I show you two mirrors. This is the concave, this is the convex. Convex is the mirror whose outer surface is the curved. Like you see, this outer surface is the curved. And concave mirror whose inner surface is the curved. Clear? Convex is the outer curved surface and concave is the inner curved surface. Then we have some parts of the mirror. Here I made a spherical mirror, and from that I made a part of the mirror that is the concave. You see outer surface is the curved, so this will be the convex mirror. Okay, when I made this I will show you that this is the center of the sphere. The center part of the sphere is the center and it is known as the center of curvature. We are denoting it with capital C. After this, the outer part, the midpoint of the curved surface, like this is the curved surface, its midpoint will be the pole and we are denoting it with P. Then here is the radius. Radius of curvature, you can see that the center of sphere up to the point where the outer curve of the mirror is present. From center till that point is the radius, and this is the radius of curvature. This is the center of curvature that lies between center, and from center till outer part this will be the radius of curvature. Then we have principal focus, capital F. What is principal focus? It is the reflection from a concave mirror, rays of light parallel to the principal axis, coverage to a point F. This point is called principal focus of the mirror. Like if I show you here, this is the capital F. It is the point where refracted rays are parallel. You can see all rays are coming at this point. This point is the F and it is called as the principal focus. And it is also, for concave mirror, it is also called as converging mirrors. For convex mirror, we call it as the diverging mirrors. Clear? After the principal focus, we have the focal length. And focal length is the distance from pole till the principal focus axis. This is the distance, the total distance from capital F till P. This will be the focal length, and focal length will be small f. And we can also get the focal length by radius. When we divide the radius by 2, we can get the focal length. Clear? These two diagrams, when you see very carefully, you can know about the principal focal axis, principal axis, principal focus, capital F, and focal length. Then here we have the characteristics of focus of a concave and convex mirror. Concave mirror, the focus lies behind the mirror, and for for convex it lies behind the mirror, and for concave it lies in front of the mirror. And for convex, the focus is virtual as the rays of light after refraction appear to come from the focus. And then for concave mirror, the focus is real. Here the focus is, for convex the focus is virtual, for concave the focus is real as the rays of light after reflection converge at the focus. Clear? Then we have the reflection of light by a spherical mirror, how lights reflect with these mirrors. And there are two laws for this, when light is reflected through convex mirror and when light is reflected through concave mirror. You see that when light is reflected through convex mirror, the light rays are coming outside the curve, and for concave mirror it is reflected inside the curve, and angle is formed and then light rays are reflected. I will explain you one side, other you will read it on yourself. Look carefully. Here is the incident ray, the source light coming, and then first incident angle will be formed. After incident angle, the rays will become normal, and then reflected angle will be formed, that will be R, and then refracted rays will be move out. You can see here the rays are coming, and in this way the light is reflected back. Clear? This is the incident angle and this is the reflected angle. After this, how we know that what is the image of like we see image on a mirror, what is the location of that image, what is the size of that image? We can know this with this formula, mirror formula. This formula is called mirror formula, and it is stated as, mirror formula is the relationship between object distance p, image distance q from the mirror, and focal length f of the mirror. And then it is written as 1 over f means focal length is equal to 1 over p, p is the distance, and then plus 1 over q, q is the image distance, p is the object distance, and q is the image distance. And then we can solve any problem with the help of this formula. Here is the sign conventions. Quantity, and for positive, for negative, what signs we have to convert. Object distance p, positive for real object and negative when object is not real, when object is virtual. Image distance q, positive for real image, negative for virtual image. Focal length f, concave mirror positive and convex mirror negative. When we have focal length for concave mirror, so it will always be positive, and when we have focal length for convex mirror, it will be negative. After doing this, you have to read the side information also, and you have to do example 12.1 and example 12.2. I will explain you. A convex mirror is used to reflect light from an object placed 66 cm in front of the mirror. The focal length of the mirror is 46 cm. Find the location of the image. They have given us P, that is the object length, 66 cm, and F is the negative 46 cm. And we have to find here Q. 1 over Q is equal to 1 over F minus 1 over P. This formula, they change it. They move 1 over Q from this side to here and 1 over F from here to here. Or you can see that 1 over Q they keep aside and 1 over P they move from left side to the right. 1 over Q, by putting the values, they get the answer, and the negative sign indicate the image is behind the mirror and therefore it is a virtual image. When image is formed behind the mirror, it is the virtual image, or when image is formed in front of the mirror, that image is the real image. In this way you have to do the next example also. So for today I explain these topics. You have to learn these topics and you have to solve the filling the blanks. Sorry, you have to learn this work also and solve the examples also.